Get ready for the dictation. Dictation will start in 5 seconds. Start. We have given notice of an amendment. Even if you want to continue the existing provision, you could provide for an exception saying that the journalists must not be required to disclose the source of information. It is not a question of just the newspaper pupil and the pupil being apprehensive over these things. Here is a provision which has been expressly put there. Of course, you can say that eminent journalists will be there on the council and that we can expect the leaders of the newspaper world who can be expected to be elected to this council to pay proper heed to the professional standards, but it will be better if you were to put an express provision in the will itself. Now, the newspapers reflect political opinion of the country and there are bound to be sharp differences, and however much we may try, it may not be always possible to keep within the limits. Why this provision? You are giving them a handle to force an unwitting journalist or somebody holding a different view to disclose the source of information that is not called for. Coming to the other general powers of the Press Council, it is true, as mentioned by the Honorable Minister himself, that the powers granted to this body are far more and go far beyond the powers granted to the British Press Council in the particular statute. I quite follow that the panel provisions therein have not been called to use, as the minister himself made it clear. It is just a sanction. The body to be created will enable the profession and the industry to regulate themselves. It is some sort of a voluntary thing which is there. A sanction will have its own way, but then there is this power to summon witnesses, and as I have already mentioned, requiring them to produce documents and other things. When you give all these powers, at least some of us feel that in the present setup in our country, these powers are a little excessive. They are not called in the present conditions existing in our newspaper world. Some of these powers have not been found necessary to be given to the British Press Council even, and yet we are investing our press council with such powers. It will be a rather hasty experiment to make in entrusting our press council with these things. The question of censure is there. After all, we want to our journalists and our newspaper men to voluntarily enforce a conduct and try to improve their standards of journalism, which will always be in their own interest. Full stop.